So I hope I am visible to you guys. Okay, I will share my screen now. So yes. So good evening, everyone, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we have come to the last session of Duolingo, and today is the last session of our reading and speaking. Okay. Uh, this week, we have discussed all the kinds of questions which involve our reading and speaking skills. And today, we will be practicing all the questions that we have discussed in the past 4 days. Okay. Such are questions that we're going to practice today involve read aloud, where you will be given a sentence and you will try to read it out loud in the correct pronunciation, with the correct spacing, with the uh, correct fluency. Okay. And the next topic that we will be talking about is called speak about the photo, where you will be given a talk, you will be given a photo, and you were expected to describe about the photo to minimum 30 seconds, and maximum 90 seconds. Okay. And the next topic, the one which we have discussed yesterday, is this read then speak or listen then speak or speaking sample. All these topics are same. We discussed yesterday, where you will be given a question either in a written format where you have to read and then speak about it, or you will be given some audio to play where a question is asked in the audio. You listen to it and then you try speaking about it. Okay, this are the major speaking tasks, and this the next one: complete the sentence, complete the passage, highlight the answer, identify the idea, title of the passage. These are few questions. These are the main interactive reading questions. Okay, we'll have all these questions one after the other today, so that this will give you a gist of our major reading and speaking questions, and how you can score, how much you have learned in this week, and what you have missed, what you could refocus, what you could re-attend, what you could emphasize on. But uh, congratulations to all the guys who have attended this 2 weeks. Okay, you have successfully completed all the kinds of questions in the Duolingo examination, and you can write your practice tests now in the Duolingo exam platform and try out and understand what are your plus points, what are your minus, and work and practice. Keep practicing on the points where you are not confident about. Okay, let's go ahead, guys. So the first practice question is this reading sample, interactive reading. So do you guys remember how we do it usually? So how do we do it? We do it. These are your multiple choice questions. Like, there's you have to choose one word here and complete the sentence. Okay. So these are a part of complete the sentences, guys. Let's try solving it. Okay. Give me a second, and I want all of you guys to answer. Okay. So come on. Throughout history, pearls have held, took, defended, inhibited, stilled a unique presence within the wealthy and powerful. What could it be? Come on. Throughout history, pearls have dash a unique presence within the wealthy and powerful. Come on, guys, try answering. Okay. Is my audio not clear? Sanya, is my audio clear?
It is clear.
Okay. I see multiple people telling audio not clear. Okay. Only Komal. Komal, can you try rejoining the class and try listening to it once? Okay. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's try answering this. Throughout history, pearls have dash, a unique presence within the wealthy and powerful. Try filling this dash with the options given. Come on, try. It is very easy. Use the right word which feels right, which makes a meaningful sentence. Okay. So I see. Okay. So I'll reveal the answer. Uh, okay, Anusha, we will discuss this in the end and we'll provide you answers for it. Okay. Guys, for now, during the class, let's focus on questions. Okay. And let's practice it here, and we'll resolve all your questions regarding the handouts in the end. Cool. Yes. So let's try solving this, guys. Anybody wants to answer this? Okay. So the first answer says, throughout history, pearls have held a unique presence within the wealthy and powerful. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. For dash, the pearl was the favored gem of the dash. Okay. Come on. For dash, what could this be? What is the first dash here is? Okay. For dash, the pearl was the favored gem of the dash during the Roman Empire. What could it be? The first blank, the second blank, the third blank. Come on. Yes, Komalpreet, you want to answer? You can type in the chat box. This is just a purely options based question. Okay. Anusha says instance. Good, good, good. Priyanka says instance. Komalpreet says instance. Yes. So, for instance, the pearl was the favorite gem of the dash during the Roman Empire. What could that be? Favorite gem of the pearl was considered as something rich, right? Come on, try. Think. Wealthy. Yes, very good, Komalpreet. Okay. So, for instance, the pearl was favored gem of the wealthy during the Roman Empire. Good. Okay. Now let's move on. So in this way, you try to solve all the questions here, right? Okay, come on. Roman women wore pearls to bed so they could be dash of their wealth immediately dash waking up. Okay, so Roman women wore pearls to bed so they could be what? Reminded. Okay, good. Feels reminded. Yes. So you say Roman women wore pearls to bed so they could be reminded of their wealth immediately upon waking up. Good, very good. Okay, let's move ahead now. Before jewelers learned to cut gems, the pearl was of dash value than the diamond. What is the right word of comparison here, guys? Outstanding, Komal. Think again, think again. Greater. Grishma, good. Krishna, Pinky, good, good. Okay. And yeah, so it says before jewelers learned to cut gems, the pearl was of greater value than the diamond. Okay. In the Persia Empire, pearls were ground into powders to dash anything from heart disease to epilepsy. To dash anything. Okay. So in the Persian Empire, pearls were grounded into powders to cure anything from heart disease to epilepsy. Good, 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 good work, guys. Very good work. So let's just look at this. Look at all the answers once. Okay, throughout history, pearls have held a unique presence within the wealthy and powerful. For instance, the pearl was the favorite gem of the wealthy during the Roman Empire, and Roman women wore pearls to bed so they could be reminded of their wealth immediately upon waking up. Before jewelers learned to cut gems, the pearl was of greater value than the diamond. In the Persian Empire, pearls were ground into powders to cure anything from heart disease to epilepsy. Okay? Good work, guys. Good work. Now let's go on to the next question. So the next question is completing the passage. So in this type of question, you will be having a missing sentence. Okay? So which you should find out from the given options below. So the first paragraph is same as the previous paragraph, and there's a missing sentence, and the continuation paragraph is a law in 1612 drawn up by the kings of Europe prohibited anyone who was not royalty from wearing pearls in an effort to distinguish royal appearance. Okay, let's look at the options. Pearls were worn by anyone who could afford to buy them. Pearls were once considered an exclusive privilege of royalty, and most kings and queens preferred diamonds over pearls. Roman women were the first people to use pearls as jewelry. What do you think the sentence is which connects the first and the second one? Okay, okay, so Rishma Komalpreet says pearls were once considered an exclusive privilege for royalty. Okay, uh, it could also be option A, right, guys? Why not? Okay, so let's look at the answer. Good work, guys. Very good work. Okay, so it says in Persian Empire, pearls were ground into powders to cure anything from heart to epilepsy. Pearls were once considered an exclusive privilege for royalty. So, guys, always make sure that the answer is it's always, involved in the topic itself. It cannot be anything out of the topic. So, try working out by eliminating your distractions. Okay, let's go for the next one. The next one is highlight the correct answer, where here all you have to do is read the questions and try finding the relevant answer. Okay, and you have to highlight it in the examination. So, what are the questions here? At what point were pearls more valuable than diamonds? Come on, what is this? It's just a small sentence that you have to find. At what point were pearls more valuable than diamonds? Before jewelers. Okay. So I would like to say, Komalpreet, before jewelers, learn to cut gems. The whole thing you have to highlight. Okay. Because the whole thing will explain. Okay. Learn to cut diamonds. Cool. Now, what's the second question? Who attempted to prevent people from wearing pearls? Okay. Who attempted? It is clearly there, guys. Kings of Europe. Very good, Krishna Pinky. Yes. Kings of Europe have prohibited anyone who was not royalty from wearing pearls. So, in the examination, you will be highlighting just the answer, but you will not highlight, more than required, or you'll not highlight less than required. You have to highlight everything required, exactly how much ever is needed. Okay, cool. Now, let's go for the next one, which is here what you have to do. You have to find the idea that is expressed in the passage. Okay, we know the passage, we are discussing about the same passage. Now just let's go through the options and try finding the idea which is expressed in this passage. Okay, option A says pearls were once more precious than diamonds. Okay, once the royal families forbid common people from wearing pearls, Roman women began the trend of using pearls as jewelry, and pearls have been valued by many people throughout history. What could be the idea? Come on. See, guys, there are a lot of distractions in these options. Okay? Don't focus on any sentence that is not present in the passage. Okay? Okay. I see people are saying option D is the correct answer. Okay. Let's look at the option. Yes. So pearls have been valued by many people throughout history is the right answer, because that is what you every sentence of this passage is trying to tell us. Okay, cool. Now the last kind of question in this interactive reading is about finding the right kind of title for this passage. What could be the title be? Okay, once you have a clear idea about what the idea of the passage is, finding the title is very easy. Okay, so let's just try finding the correct title for this passage. First option says why royalty wear pearls, a brief history of pearls, how pearls are used, pearls versus diamond. Krishna Pinky says a brief history of pearls. Priyanka also says a brief history of pearls. Interesting, guys. Yeah. Any other answers, guys? Okay. So let's look into the answer. Yes, it says a brief history of pearls. Good. So you got a gist of the interactive reading, right? So you will be having two questions of this kind in the examination, where here your comprehension skills and your ability to your literacy and comprehension skills will be tested. Okay. Now let's try going forward. Next topic is your speak about the photo. Okay. Before we get into this, I'll just give you a gist about what to talk about the photo usually. You talk three main things about the photo. First thing, you talk about what is visible in the photo. Next, you try talking about the actions of the people in the photo. Okay. Or and try adding some definition to the things that are present in the photo. In the last, you can also talk about the surroundings of the photo. Okay, what are the different kinds of surroundings present in the photo? Is it a hill area, or is it a road, or is it a railway station? Okay, and the last one, you can also make an assumption. all right? Or you can also make uh, what do you say? You can also make an own statement of yours. This could have happened. This is happening, or something like that. You can guess what could be happening in the picture, right? Who wants to do this, guys? Come on. Okay. Gautam. Okay. Let's give Gautam this try first, and then we will. Grishma, I'll give you the next chance. Okay. Gautam. Yes, you can unmute and talk, Gautam. Come on, Gautam. Okay. Grishma, you can answer.
Good evening,
Hello.
ma'am. Okay.
Yes, Grishma. Good evening. Hello, guys. Are you there? Anybody else wants to answer? Grishma.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Gautam.
Ma'am,
Yes,
am
yes.
I audible?
You are audible, Gautam.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. Actually, this image is inspiring of two people, two men are walking on the streets and telling any topic between them.
Okay.
They are chit chatting.
Okay. So good work, Gautam. So you're telling that there are two people walking on the road and they're trying to talk, right? Okay. Cool. Anybody else wants to answer? Guys, come on. Anybody else wants to answer? Grishma, you are trying to raise your hand. You want to answer this?
Hello,
Yes, Grishma.
ma'am. Can we say like a white person and a black person? Does it sound like racist?
That you can say that because it will come under your description, right? It's okay. You can say that.
Okay. Okay, white person and a black person are walking down the lane. They both were wearing the similar jackets, and both were wearing caps too. And they were talking about something, and they were smiling too.
Okay, okay, cool. Good work. So what I would say is just don't say about something. Try telling that they must be talking about planning about how to attend the party. Try completing your sentence. Make it sound interesting. That's good. Okay. Good work, Grishma. Now let's look at the demo answer, guys. This is the picture taken outdoors on the street in the middle. There are two men walking side by side. On the left, the man with the beard is wearing a hat and a brown jacket. Look at this, guys, how they are focusing on the description of the what the men were wearing. Okay, so that is how you try to describe. He's making a gesture while talking. On the right, the other man is looking at him and smiling. Okay, it seems that he's listening to the story his friend is telling. He's holding a mobile phone in his hand. On the right, I can see some scooters parked along the street. In the background, there are many cars moving on the road. So if you see here on the right, in the background, these are some prepositional phrases. Okay, these are some prepositional phrases that you should be using to improve your scoring. Okay, and here, so always try to find some points about the surroundings and try adding them. Okay, good work, Rishma. Now let's go forward. Speak about the image below for 90 seconds. Who wants to talk about this? I see Bharati has raised her hand. Anybody else wants to talk about this one, guys? You can give a try.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Uh, Sorry if my voice come little bad. I am suffering from cold. The image shows a girl who is trying to work on her career or she is doing a job. And by the professional, it looks like either she might be a software engineer or an organizer person. And
Okay.
she is looking at the plan or the schedule kind of things. Yeah.
Try talking about the surrounding.
um it the place, the location, it looks like an office, or at home. If she is at home, then it is her work area, where she tries to do her work. It also shows that she's highly qualified. The way she's standing and the way she's dressed up and the place it is.
Okay, cool. So that is a good way of answering Bharati. Okay. But what I want to add a small suggestion here, guys, where you have to clearly, be sure about what you're talking. Okay, you can say that this could be her office, or but don't try. Okay, because you're speaking, you can also tell this. This could be, if this could be her office, or this could be her home office too, right? Okay, great. So here, you can also talk about the cupboard in the background, which has a lot of files and documents and books, everything. You can also talk about the light lamp on the table, and you can also talk about that. But I don't see any monitor on the table. So try creating as many scenarios as possible. It is also going to show. See, the key to doing this task is simple. You have to imagine that you are trying to explain this picture to a person who can't see. Okay, cool, good work. Let's go ahead, guys. So the answer is, this is the picture taken at an office. In the middle, there's a woman with long hair. She's wearing a sleeveless white shirt and dark pants. She's standing at the table while looking down at some documents placed on the table. She's holding a piece of paper in one hand. It looks like she's focusing on reading handouts. On the table, I see a keyboard, a lamp, and other stationaries. Behind her, there's a cell with some items arranged on it. See, so there's a clear flow of the statements, the observations, right? How this picture is taken at an office, and how they have described about the woman. You can describe about long, short, beautiful, pretty, fair, dark, because these are, you are just trying to describe these features to a person who can't see. Okay, imagine that. Cool. Let's go forward, guys. Okay. Come on. Now, let's speak about this topic. So, how does the speak about this topic work? Okay, here you will be given a question with multiple prompts. Okay, like, one question. The main topic of the question is, tell me about the part of your city that is changing. Okay, and then there are prompts. Where is it? How is it changing? Why do you think this is changing? Okay, so how do you answer these questions? We have discussed this yesterday. You answer them by a simple answer, and then you try elaborating on it with some examples or explanation or descriptions. Okay, so who wants to give a try to this, guys? I want you guys to have a good flow between question to question. Okay, come on, give a try, guys. Who wants to talk about this? Anybody who wants to talk about this, guys? Please give a try so that I can help you out with the points where you can improve. Anusha, you want to give a try? Komalpreet? Okay. I'll just wait for a minute and then I'll go forward with the answer, guys. Guys, this is a very simple question. Like, imagine you are talking to the examiner directly. If you are in the examination, you might be thinking there will be no person who is going to evaluate this, but the answer will be sent to your universities to check your speaking skills. Okay, suppose so you just have to answer it in a single way. Okay, tell me about a part of your city that is changing. I can say that I belong to Bangalore. Okay, I can say I feel that the North Bangalore is changing a lot. Where is it? Bangalore is located in Karnataka, and I can elaborate on it saying that North Bangalore is usually not crowded earlier, but because of the IT sector coming in, it started getting crowded and expanding. Okay, how is it changing? I've already spoken about it, but I can also elaborate about it, right? With government sanctioning more and more bridges and everything to control the traffic and getting metro in place, it has the peaceful nature of it has completely gone and it has become crowded like rest of the Bangalore. Okay, now why do you think it is changing? Yeah, so I have answered this question in the previous question itself. Because of the traffic, to control the traffic, everything to make it easier, they have completely again made it into a concrete jungle, right? So yeah, you have to think of it. You have to try bringing up a topic because in the examination you're not going to prepare for these questions and go. There's going to be a question, you have to automatically answer to it with whatever comes to your mind, right? Cool. Let's go for the next topic, guys. Let's look at the answer, demo answer. In the modern world, urbanization and changes of all kinds occur frequently in all cities, mostly to meet the demands of the city's expanding population. Okay, no different from other cities. My city is also experiencing some obvious changes. Like this is a typical answer, but it doesn't have to be so common. Okay, almost anywhere in the cities may see these changes, but the center of the city is where the majority of financial and commercial activities occur. Thus, it's there where it is most obvious. But the issue is that walking through this crowded portion of the city center now feels a lot like wrestling because there's so many structures, shops, and companies there. During business hours, the traffic situation deteriorated even further. The local administration has undertaken programs to go vertically rather than horizontally in order to address this pretty intolerable and unpleasant condition in one of the major cities of my country. Oh, to put it another way, some large buildings are being torn down to make way for taller structures. Anyway, I'm particularly excited about these developments because they will undoubtedly give our city a fresh new look. The citizens of my city, where the unemployment rate is comparatively greater than that of the rest of the nation, will also have more employment chances thanks to all the developments and initiatives. See, they are trying to open up the topic, telling about how they are feeling that these changes are disturbing their city, and then they are talking about some issues that they were happening with employment, and they are trying to close it by talking about these changes are however solving some problem. This seems like a well structured answer, but usually it is really tough to make such an answer in such a short span, right? So you have to be well prepared for this. You have to practice a lot, practice talking about not repeating your answers. Okay, you can't talk about the same thing 3 4 times. Now let's look at another answer, guys. Another question: discuss how people commute to work. Who wants to give a try to this first? Then we'll discuss about it. Come on. Anybody wants to give a try to this? Cool. So I'll go forward with this, guys. Okay. Discuss how people commute to work. Okay. First one: how do people commute to work? How long do people spend commuting? And how will commuting change in future? So this is a generalized topic where you have to talk about what could have happened. Okay. So, and it is also involving some questions involving about your experience, like how long do you people spend commuting. You can also talk about your own experience. You can also add your everyday what do you say what you see, examples and everything else. Let's look at the demo answer. Unless it's extremely bad weather like rainy or cloud or cold, people usually ride their motorcycle to work. I primarily use this particular two-wheeler vehicle due to the comfort and flexibility it offers when it comes to parking and going at my own pace. People haven't always taken the same route to work because I lived and worked in different locations where taking the bus or subway was a more advantageous choice. In addition, I have previously lived close to both my place of employment and my college. The majority of the congested roads where I live don't really have any designated lanes just for motorcycles. In order to help motorbike riders avoid heavy traffic, adding separate lanes to all main roads and streets would be a significant step towards ensuring a better traveling experience. Look at this, guys, how They have clearly answered each question in a different way. So how do people commute to work? So they usually commute to work by using bikes or cars or local transport, public transport, metro, everything, right? And how long do people spend commuting based upon the kind of city it is? You know, how long people have to spend commuting. People try to avoid the traffic. That's why people take metro. But the commuting is also very stressful because of the heavy inflow and outflow of the people. And how will commuting change in the future? So here he's also the student is also suggesting some answers such as providing different lanes for different vehicles will reduce the traffic significantly, right? So there is no specific way of answering, but whatever you think could elaborate the answer, expand the answer, have a flow in the answer will be the best way to answer. Okay. Now the last one is about read aloud, where you have to just read the answer out. Okay, who wants to at least give this a try? All you have to do is you have to just read it out with the right pronunciation, guys. Okay, who wants to do it? Come on. This is a very easy. Yes, Komal, quick. Come on.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah. Please do.
I will have gone to the movies by the time you decide what you want to do.
Good. Very good. Very good. So I really liked how you gave the pause by the time you decide, after the decide word. Okay. So yes. So I will have gone to the movies by the time you decide what you want to do. Good work. Very good work, Komal. Okay. Let's go for the next question. Who wants to read this, guys? Come on. Yes, Komal.
It is an advantage to know how to use a computer.
Yeah. Good. So I'll give you a small, what do you say, point to you, Komal, here. I want you to stress on these words such as nouns, verbs, adverbs, okay, and adjectives. So here, you have to stress on them. How do you stress on them? You just have to stress on that particular word a little. Like, it is an advantage to know how to use a computer. Got it? So what happens is, so what are the, what do you say? These are called content words. Content words are words which hold the meaning in itself. Okay, rest everything is trying to complete this. These are called functional words. It is, and, to, how, to, right? So great. Let's go for the next one. Just try increasing your stress. Your stress is good, but you can also do better. Come on, let's go for the next one, guys. Who wants to do this? Guys, you can try this. Gautam, you want to give a try? You just have to read this out loud. Who raised the hand? I can't see. Yes, Gautam, just read it out loud. Come on.
I am certain that the professor will find at least one error.
Good, very good, very good, very
Thank you.
good,
Thank
Gautam.
you.
So, guys, if you see, the way he's stressed, I am certain that the professor will find at least one error. Okay, so here the stressful words are certain, professor, at least one error, right? So, very good, Gautam. Now, yeah, let's go for the next question, guys. Who wants to do this? This question is gonna come 5 to 7 times in the examination, guys. 5 to 7 times you will be asked to read out. Okay, I hope you understand how important speaking is in the examination. I understand a lot of people are not comfortable talking in the class, but yeah. Yes, Komal.
We had not seen each other for 20 years.
Good, very good, very good. Okay, I liked how you have taken that pause before 20 years and stressed on 20 years. Okay, very good. It- So I'll just read it out. We had not seen each other for 20 years. Good. Okay, seen is also a verb, right? So yeah, we're stressing on that too. Next one. Last, okay, yes, we are done, guys. So successfully, we have completed the whole Duolingo cycle 2 here today. Okay, and I am here for the next 5 minutes. Any doubts, you can talk to me here. You can post about it in the chat. I'm here to help you guys out. Okay, you're welcome, Komal. Guys, come on. Any questions? No questions? Okay, I saw Anusha asking about handouts. Anusha, can you reach out to my team